Small town, big secret. Porch light buzzing, front door locked. Coffee cooling on the table, dog still tied to the same old spot. They said things like this don't happen here, but someone turned that quiet into fear. Follow the fingerprints, the half-told facts. It starts with blood on the welcome mat.
What is your emergency?
Hi, so we found a suitcase on Duwamish Point in Alki Beach, and it has a pretty bad smell, and it's a black trash bag, so yeah, there's something in it.
It started with people making an unusual discovery while recording this TikTok video near a West Seattle beach. When they opened it, the smell was overwhelming. They called 911.
The group of teenagers had been looking for an adventure and decided to log in to an app called Randonautica. Randonautica randomly generates coordinates that enable the user to explore their local area and report their findings. The app takes the group to Alki Beach, and once there, the teenagers discover a black suitcase, and inside it was a black plastic bag. The group decide to film their discovery on TikTok. During the video, the teenagers claimed that they had been waiting for the police to arrive for over 2 hours. When investigators finally get to the scene, they determine that the suitcase contains human remains. These remains are taken away for DNA testing and an autopsy. 3 days later, deputies find another suitcase in the Duwamish waterway, which was approximately 12 minutes away from where the last suitcase had been found. The suitcase and bags contained more human remains and were packed just like the ones found on Alki Beach. The police quickly determined that both sets of suitcases are linked to the same crime. Fingerprints taken from the victims revealed that the remains belonged to two people, 35-year-old Jessica Lewis and her boyfriend, 27-year-old Austin Wenner. Autopsies determined that Jessica had been shot 4 times and Austin had been shot once in the torso, but that wasn't all. Some of Austin's remains were still missing. The police now believed that there was another suitcase somewhere in the area. Searches were carried out on both Alki Beach and the Duwamish waterway, but sadly, authorities didn't find anything. Now, the last time Austin and Jessica were seen was on the 9th of June 2020. The couple had been renting a room at a house in the suburban city of Burien with their pet cat. The 3-bedroom house belonged to an older gentleman called Michael Lee Dudley, and according to reports, Michael had been renting out the guest rooms of his home on an Airbnb site. The police look into Michael Dudley's past and discover that he had been involved in drugs. He had a felony conviction for carrying a concealed weapon in a vehicle in 1994 and other minor arrests. But there was also something else, something truly disturbing. Michael had a sexual assault restraining order filed against him by his own daughter in June of 2018. The order, obtained by Westside Seattle, was filed in Pierce County Superior Court and accuses Dudley of a 10-year pattern of sexual assault. His daughter, now using a different name, stated in court documents that Dudley, quote, sexually assaulted me for 9 years, from age 10 until 18, by drugging and raping me, forcing me to share a bed with him from the age of 10, and making me watch him masturbate while he watched pornography. The daughter went on to say, I don't feel safe in my home, or leaving my home to work, and that Michael displayed and threatened to use firearms or other dangerous weapons, and that he presented a serious and imminent threat to public health or safety. The order was denied by courts. They stated in certified documents that this allegation and the relationship of the party does not meet the definitions in a sexual assault petition. These allegations fall under domestic violence. Now back to our current investigation, and the police learned that Jessica Lewis had told relatives that Michael would put trackers on people's cars, and even claimed that he would break the couple's car so that they couldn't leave. Jessica goes on to say that if he ever got into a dispute with anybody, he would tell them to leave, but then try to lock them in his house. She also told family members that they had nowhere to go, and that's why they stayed there. She also disclosed that she'd seen guns being delivered to the house. Michael also had cameras all over the house. He was always watching, and no one was allowed in his room. Jessica also said that Michael kept chickens on the property, and one day one of his friend's dogs killed one of his chickens, so Michael beat the dog to death and left the carcass outside where everyone could see it. It was a stark reminder of what Michael was capable of. As the investigation continues, the police learn that a 911 call had been made on the night of the 9th of June 2020. The call had been placed by one of Michael's neighbours, who claimed that they'd heard gunshots coming from Michael's house. The neighbour goes on to say that they also heard someone pleading for help and saying, "Please don't do this." Officers make their way to Michael's house. Once there, they knock on the door, but no one answers. It's eerily quiet and there's no sign of anyone. The police leave. Dean Wenner, Austin's father, also went to Michael's house to ask where Austin was, and whilst talking to Michael, he noticed his son's clothes in the garbage. With no answers about where his son was, Dean leaves the residence. Investigators decide to see if Austin and Jessica had a mobile phone and discover that Jessica did. The pair would use Jessica's phone to stay in regular contact with their families and friends. The police obtained Jessica's phone records and learned that her phone had last pinged off a cell tower less than a mile away from Michael's house. But that wasn't all. The phone had been turned off by someone at 7 p.m. on the 9th of June 2020, the night the police believe they were killed. Dudley's cell phone pinged off a tower near West Seattle's Alki Beach late on June the 18th, 2020, the only time it did so in nearly 3 months' worth of records. As the investigation went on, detectives received a lead from a woman who had recently been arrested on unrelated charges. The witness claimed that she had visited Michael's house late at night on the evening of the 9th of June 2020, as she wanted to view the property with the prospect of moving into the room Austin and Jessica had rented. Now, if you remember, this was the same night that the gunshots had been heard at the property. Again, that wasn't all. The witness told investigators that Michael appeared dishevelled and his glasses were cracked. He also looked like he'd been in a fight, as he had scratches on his arms. But probably the most terrifying thing the witness says is that when she was finally moving her stuff in, she saw the outline of what appeared to be a body, and a bloody hand sticking up. The body was allegedly surrounded by several piles of clothing, and there was a bullet hole in the wooden chest of drawers in Jessica and Austin's old room. Michael offers to drive the witness somewhere while he cleans the room for her. When asked what happened in the room, Michael tells the witness the boy's gun misfired and mine didn't. Investigators obtained a search warrant for Dudley's property, where they discover bullet holes and traces of blood. There was evidence that the room had been repainted. Dudley was arrested on the 19th of August 2020 on suspicion of murder. This is his interview.
Hey, Mike. How you doing, partner? Detective Cooper, Seattle Police. Can you sit up for a second? You awake?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if anybody's done this for you yet. I got to give you your rights real quick. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in a court of law. You have the right at this time to talk to a lawyer and have your lawyer present while you're being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one may be appointed to represent you before any questioning. Additionally, if you are under arrest, you have the right to counsel, and that means if you're unable to pay for counsel, you are entitled to have one provided without charge. So, with that being said, do you understand those?
Yeah, am I under arrest?
Right now, you are under arrest right now.
What for?
Well, I'm going to go get my notes, I'm going to come back, and I'm going to have a conversation with you. And then I'll explain it. I can answer all your questions for you, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Are you hungry at all or anything like that?
No?
Okay.
Hey, Mike, I'm Detective Paul Takamoto. I didn't
My partner,
introduce
brother.
myself.
So, you have no idea what this is about?
Am I under arrest? You said I was under arrest?
Technically, you're under arrest. That's why you're here.
When am I under arrest?
Well, we're investigating a death. So, a couple people that's supposed to have been staying at your place.
Are you talking about Austin? And,
Yeah. So, technically, to bring you in here, you're under arrest.
For what?
For related to their death. Investigation of homicide.
Wait a minute, are you out of your mind? You're saying that I killed him?
Well, that's what I want to talk to you about. If you didn't do it, then...
I didn't do it.
Okay.
They're my friends.
Okay, then. Okay, people are saying you had something to do with it.
Who's saying that?
I'm going to explain all this to you, okay? But that's why you're here. You're asking, I'm trying to answer your questions, okay?
Thank you.
Take a breath, okay? I just need to ask questions, that's all. You have
Well,
questions?
I got a question for you. Why didn't you come and ask me this like a month ago?
Because we're investigating things and people are coming forward and telling us stuff. So before I come to you, it's not one of these things where it's like when people talk bad about my partner, I'm going to go talk to my partner like, hey, they're saying this is a serious matter, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so if people are pointing the finger at you, I'm going to see what everybody has to say first, and then we're going to talk to you.
I would think that if they had been living there, you would just come talk to me first.
Well,
And who are these people?
a number of people, okay? I can't tell you who it is, but it's people that know you, that have been up on your property and things like that. So, let you know what's going on. Well,
Is that woman next door?
let me finish. First of all, I understand you have problems with her. I can't tell you who's talking to me just because as part of my investigation. We don't do that. We don't apologize. But listen, I'm going to explain to you. The reason you're here is because we took you into custody, bring you in to talk to you. At the same time, I served a warrant on your residence. And
I figured that's why I've been sitting here all day, right?
Exactly. I have forensic people out there going through your property and things like that. Okay? And I just want to get how much you know about Austin and Jessica that lived with you. Because apparently that's the last place they were seen alive.
Okay.
Okay, so I just want to make sure.
That's him?
Okay, that's Austin.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I just want to make sure we know who we're talking about.
It looks like her. It looks a little different. But that,
It's a booking photo.
yeah, I don't know.
And it's 2017. It's 3 years old.
Good change.
Makeup or something.
Yeah, and I just want to make sure, I always throw an easy one in there. Who's that?
That's me.
Okay.
Without glasses.
And who's that?
That looks like an old photo of his aunt, Renee.
Okay. You're right. So, let me ask you. When did Austin and Jessica move in with you?
Oh, God. Twice. I don't know where to start with this one.
First of all, let me ask you this. How did you meet them?
Through Renee.
Through Renee, okay.
And I met Renee when I was taking some laundry to be done at the laundromat down at the end of the street. She kind of threw herself on the hood of my car. She had a leg injury. and I took her to the hospital over at Valley.
How long ago was this?
Oh, this is like 3 or 4 years ago, I think.
Okay.
Maybe more, I don't know.
Okay.
And they kept her for, I think, a week or so and put her in a cab and sent her back to my house.
Okay.
And so I've helped her out, and we've been friends on and off for more or less since then.
And she's the one that introduced you to her nephew there?
Yeah, he kind of, I don't know where we just kind of like showed up last year. I gotta think about this. I wanted to say it was last fall or something, sometime. Just kind of showed up from somewhere, and I didn't.
Before Christmas, before Thanksgiving, after?
Well, it was before last Christmas. I'm trying to remember.
Yeah, that's fine.
If it was the Christmas before or what. Like I said, I didn't know him that well at all.
Okay.
I mean, he just kind of like would occasionally bop in and him and Jessica are always together.
Okay.
And then I'm just trying to think. Zach, let me see. It might have been the year before that, or that would be 20.
This is 2020 now, so.
2019, 2018, 17, maybe. I don't know.
Okay.
Sure. I mean, it wasn't real long ago, but wasn't like real, just. But anyway, he would show up occasionally. Renee was staying at my house.
Mm-hmm.
She would do like kind of hosting and house cleaning for me.
Mm-hmm.
And
did you guys have a relationship or just?
Well, we're friends, good
Okay.
friends.
I just asked out of curiosity.
Yeah, no. I mean, we're really good friends.
Okay.
That way. I mean, I helped her out, and she's helped me in various ways. She's all kind of screwed up and hurt me in some ways too.
Okay.
Because she's got some serious injuries. She's not real bright, and a lot of times she does goofy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And can make it worse. But when I first met her, she was just in an awful lot of pain.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just so obviously, and it was mostly mistakes she'd done to herself.
And I mean, I did a background on Renee, and it's obvious. I mean, she has some type of drug addiction. She has drug arrests and things like that.
Yeah.
So, were you aware of that?
Not particularly at first. I did run like that WSP background check thing that you can do for $10.
Mm-hmm.
Not right away, but after a little while, just find out what the extent things were.
Yeah.
But she's really a really nice person though too. I mean, it's just and so I mean, and she's a nice person, and so. I kind of didn't have any work. She's very limited resources.
Right.
And a lot of pain and a lot of medical issues. So, I helped her out.
Okay. So, and that's how you met Austin.
Yeah, and like I said, I don't really. I don't really want to meet anyone. You're welcome to. I'll help you out, but. Austin, I guess, was family, and she doesn't have good relations with her family.
Right.
Or so I found out. And probably for good reason, but except for him. And I don't know where he'd been, because it's like a couple of years before, I'd known her a couple of years before I even saw him. And then when I was working in Sacramento, about a year ago, I was commuting down there to do some work. I worked with computers. Mm-hmm. And I was staying at some Airbnb kind of places, because,
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of out of my pocket. And I said, well, once I'm staying down here, I could be doing that back home.
Oh, yeah.
And it would give Renee a
Right.
job or something to do. And so, I know where I was going with that, but
So did you open up an Airbnb?
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it was till this COVID-19 thing.
Right, till this thing
was
kicked in.
Going, it was going well enough to, give Renee a little bit more money than the Social Security
Right.
would provide, and a little self-respect and.
So
whatever.
you were actually, it was actually a pretty good operation then? It sounds like.
It's actually becomes a hell of a lot of work for me.
I bet, because you gotta keep it up, you gotta do this, you
have
gotta.
certain standards you gotta go to. My standards usually higher than
Right.
most, but it was a good thing for Renee. A lot of people get into it. It's all based on what they call feedback or reputation kind of things. People look at what other people say, and they some pictures and
Was it
advice.
was it daily rate or a weekly?
Well,
or how
I'm
would you
by
do
the
it?
airport,
Uh-huh.
so most of the people I was getting through there were travelers from the airport, and since I love animals and have a big place and I'm pet friendly,
It's a huge, how big is that piece of property?
it's just short of an acre.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
what I thought. They don't have pieces of property like that in the
No,
city anymore.
It's really hard to even get.
When did you buy that? Or,
About 11 years ago, and
really?
yeah.
Do you mind if I ask you what you bought it for 11 years ago? I'm
I'm
curious. To see what,
It's amazing. I think I paid like $350 or $400 with nothing down.
with that house on there?
With a house just like it is. The only thing I've really done is I replaced the driveway, which is all cracked.
That's that house is that property and house is probably in the millions somewhere. Right?
I wish. It's the only way I'm going to find out is to sell it, because,
Right.
like I said, there's nothing. It's unique. There's nothing around comparables on it.
Yeah.
The house is really small. The property's
What's the
big.
square footage on the house? I didn't go in.
It's like 14 to 1,800 or something. It's just small.
It looks big.
It was a cottage vacation home for people in Seattle back in the 30s.
Yeah.
Back when you cranked up the Model T and
Yeah.
drove down to the river, and that's where you went.
There wasn't much to Burien back then, was there?
No, it wasn't. It was
Yeah, but nearly an
out in the
acre
woods.
Yeah.
of land.
Yeah.
You don't get that. That's pretty good. And that price is.
I mean, it's really a piece of history.
Yeah, you stole. No offense, but you stole some property there.
Well, no.
Maybe
I was made caretaker of it, is the way I see it. Because
Right.
Joanne Johansson, who was a friend of my mother's, friend of the family, she'd raised her family there, of all the kids, been there 40 years or so, and I think she was only the second or third owner of it.
Wow.
And she was the gardener and planted all the trees and all that. And, my covenant to her was that, I would not do anything with that.
Well, the trees along the road, does that keep the noise out? Pretty
The
good.
airport is for.
You can't beat the planes.
From the east, then.
But
Get
the
the
car
noise.
traffic, you
Car
think.
traffic's pretty mild, except for when that idiot next door fires up his big hot rod and all day long, Gets
Is that
right
the guy to the north? Is that the guy to the north?
Yeah, Rick.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
And he's not that bad, it's just his wife. And, I don't know, while I was in Sacramento, I guess her and Renee, locked horns or something.
Oh, really?
And, I got Renee out of there and actually moved her to Sacramento, where she's doing well and
Well,
she
she's
likes
now,
it.
Yeah.
And, but his wife doesn't want to let go of the girl. I mean, she's just really,
Really?
every time I turn around, she's walking around with cameras or, putting up signs on the boundary fence, and, fence law is really, specific.
That's the woman to the north.
Yeah, I mean, you can't post signs on boundary fences without, it's,
Yeah.
he thinks it's his fence, but it's not, it's a shared
Sheriff fence.
thing.
Yeah, and if you don't agree to it, then.
Then there's procedures, it's not your fence because you were there earlier.
Yeah.
First, you were
It's
even if
true.
you built it. And the
You're-
case law
you're-
is real specific.
You've done your research on this, haven't you?
Yeah. I've been kind of mellow, but, on it. You know, I try not to, you know, because I think, you know, Renee and her got into it. That's, you know, fine. I took care of it as fast as I could. Probably for the better of everyone, but she just doesn't let go. I mean, she's just harassing every time I turn around.
So, when Austin and Jessica were saying it, you weren't running Airbnb then, were you?
No, they were there. It was during the quarantine.
Okay.
Pretty much. They were for a little bit before the quarantine, I think like earlier in the year, and they took off. And then I got a call from him one day, and he had some car troubles down in Federal Way, and I said something, but I went down and helped him out.
Mm-hmm.
And he, you know, he's got the same drug issue as her, or similar. Or, I mean, I'm not really my business,
Right.
Okay? Yeah. But apparently he had slept in like 7 days or something, and was having trouble like staying on the road. So I figured it would probably be better for everybody if he just went sleep.
Right.
Yeah. So I offered him, you know, a bedroom, and then the quarantine hit, and we couldn't go anywhere. We were kind of like.
And you were kind of stuck with him.
Yeah.
But he and Jessica moved into your place then, or they end up staying there during the quarantine.
Yeah.
Okay. And which room would be
Well,
technically?
they had both rooms at one point. I think the last one was the blue room.
Okay. And just talking to my CSI people, they said there's 3 bedrooms upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
So you come in through the back door, go down the hall. There's 1, 2, 3, and
the
one that
blue,
faces-
yellow, and green. You can call them.
Oh, you got them.
Well, I'm got
Okay.
that color.
Uh,
That's a good idea.
Yeah, Airbnb.
And they told me if you go down the hallway, the one to the left was probably the master bedroom.
The one that has its own bathroom.
Yeah, that's your room?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And these 2 other bedrooms, they stayed in those, or they shared one?
No, they stayed in both of them at some point or another.
Okay. So, you know, of course, everybody's saying that's the last place they were there, and that you were angry at them and you wanted them out of there, and that you own a gun and that you're ex-SEAL. There's all sorts of talk about you, dude. So, I mean, so technically, you know, I need to bring you in, investigation of, and find out what your story is. I mean, are you an ex-SEAL?
No.
Okay. Ever been in the military?
I was a Navy brat. I was born at a naval base.
Oh, okay. I'm an Army brat.
Okay.
I know exactly what you're
explaining.
I totally get it. Yeah, he's an Air Force brat. So your father was in the military.
Mm-hmm.
And how long did he serve?
I think his total service was 26 years.
Wow, that's impressive.
Yeah, I was, you know, it was kind of interesting because I never met anyone, you know, we just always moved.
Yeah, I know that I know what that felt like.
It wasn't until like I moved here, I met some girl that said, well, yeah, we just stayed here and my dad moved. But no, I don't think I lived in the U.S. till I was about 13 or something.
Wow.
I was born overseas, bounced around, and I don't think we actually settled in the United States till I was 6 or 7.
Mm-hmm.
My dad being, he was in the Army, and I was like, we spent a lot of time in the,
Germany.
Germany, Korea, and all that shit going on back then. So, but yeah.
How old are you?
55.
Okay. So yeah, you're a couple of years younger than me, but you
Yeah.
probably remember all the Cold War and
Yeah.
all that.
I was going through all that, and it was like,
Fight the Russians.
so, but, so when Austin and Jessica were staying there, I mean, anybody else staying there when you guys were just on lockdown?
We were just kind of on lockdown.
Okay. Did you have any problems with Austin at all? I mean,
The biggest problem I had with him was stealing.
Everybody says he would steal anything if it wasn't locked.
He was a freaking prolific thief and a meth user, and his habit was to steal enough to get a bag of meth, do it, then go out and steal something else and do it again. And I'm not the judge of people.
Right.
You know, I'm not, you know, far be it. But, you know, I told him, you know, this is not a chop shop.
Mm-hmm.
What did he steal from you?
Yeah, he didn't steal anything from me in particular, other than he would break things.
Was he clumsy?
You know, like, or, you know, where's my tools or whatever. And,
Mm.
But, you know, I would piss me off to come out and find, like, you know, not my tools, but someone else's tools out there.
Yeah,
know, it's like,
that's a problem.
you know, that, see, I don't like, you know, that could be, you know, I mean, but, you know, we had words about that.
Mm-hmm.
And I told him how I felt, that, you know, when I buy something, I earn it, and I appreciate it, I take care of it. And I'm sure whoever, you know, had that, wherever he got it, you know.
Right.
And then he would change his tactics, like, oh, I traded this for that, and you know, just, you know. I tried very hard to set an example for him and get him to give him opportunities to, you know, make the right choices. And I don't expect, you know, he would have just, like, you know, said, hey, but he was coming around, but he was playing with some very dangerous games.
What do you mean?
Like, you know, gangsta stuff, and you know, he kind of.
Did he ever bring anyone up to the house? To your
No,
house?
he was very in his on about that. No, he was very, you know, he didn't want anyone to know where he was laying his head.
Oh, okay. Where he was laying his head.
Yeah.
Okay. Did anybody ever come to your place, give you heat for him or anything like that?
Doing what?
Cause any heat for you, and it brought any grief in your life for those guys being out there?
Oh, no, not that I can really think of.
Did you really bring any trouble back to your house? Or anything?
No, mostly just stolen cars.
Stolen cars.
Yeah.
Okay.
Prolific?
Huh?
Prolific?
Like 1 or 2 a week.
Yeah.
Mm.
Like, that was concerning.
Yeah.
Do you remember an incident where someone left a bullet in your guys' mailbox for him with his name on it?
Yeah, I found that. Yeah.
Tell me about that.
Um,
I only asked that because, you know, we just talked to Renee. And Renee
okay.
relayed that story to me.
Okay, just now talking?
Just not too long ago.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised you didn't call her first. So
Remember what kind of round it was? Caliber?
So rifle, some kind of rifle round.
Okay. And my guys are up on the property. Do you own guns or anything up there that they're going to find?
I got most of my guns are over at my nephew's,
Okay.
and of course you found one in the car.
Mm-hmm.
I bought.
Yeah, go ahead. Go for it.
So I bought a few guns before the background thing law changed and through all that, but those are mostly all out of my nephew's.
Okay. And I saw, I mean, you had a drug conviction and you restored your gun rights back in 2013.
Mhm.
Okay. And is your phone in the car too? Your cell phone? Do you remember? I was
Oh
looking
God, it should be.
I was looking at your property and I didn't see your cell phone.
You don't have it on you right now.
And I haven't looked in the car, but I was told, you know, there may be a gun in the car or anything like that. Where am I going to find the gun in the car?
Center console.
Okay.
What kind of gun is it?
It's a Navy SEAL 6LP 226.
226.
Oh, where'd you get that at?
I want that.
Where'd you find that at?
I bought it from some Korean Navy SEAL guy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Yeah, Koreans have it.
How much did you score that for? If you don't mind me asking, price-wise.
It was a little pricey.
We're cops, we like guns.
Yeah, this is like
It's a-
years and years.
it's a special
Like I
edition.
said, before the law changed. Yeah, no, he like triggers modified for the quicker
Yeah.
response. So I've never even shot it. Never even used it.
Wow.
Is it,
I mean, take it to range.
Does it have that like anchor on it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
Yeah.
You see, he knows.
Yeah.
When he says, "I really
I'll
want,"
make you deal.
he
I'll
just say,
Here's what you are.
You're like, "I really want your gun."
I'm a
He
SIG
needs
guy.
it. He's a SIG guy. So, I mean, besides that, anybody else ever come up there and cause grief to Austin or Jessica or anything?
No, he was very private and secretive, and I don't recall. I mean, he was like, didn't want people to know where he was. He had some issues with, and like I told him, I don't want to know, I don't got time for all this, bullshit.
I agree with you.
But, again, we were quarantined together, and, got to know him pretty good, and her, got to know them both pretty good. And he, like I said, that's what he did, he stole. He would prefer to do that over work. And there's a lot of people that probably would have wanted him dead, put it that way. From some stories he was telling me, like trying to steal a truckload of tools down there in Kent, and someone came out with an he said fully automatic AK-47.
This is what he told you?
That's what he was telling me. He was telling me like how he bagged some drugs from some Mexican cartel people. He was always talking about like one of the things was either the cartel, the Kent hoodlums, or the Kent police. I mean, it was just that was his three main things. But he'd go on and on about his conspiracies and this and that, and but then he said, "Oh no, it wasn't Mexicans, it was Samoans."
Okay.
And if I got this right, he robbed the Samoans who robbed the Mexicans who owed money to some cartel.
Wow.
And then I take it or leave it.
Did he say what he robbed from the
He
Samoans?
said it was like duffel bags full of dope,
Okay.
which I think he took to mean heroin and amphetamines. And I said, I don't want to know this. Don't talk to me about this. This is not part of my life.
How long ago was that?
That was oh God, lose track of time with all this. We're in August already.
August 19th. Yeah.
Shit, this month's gone by fast.
Yeah.
August. I keep wanting to say May, but I'm just pulling that out of my head. It was. That he was talking about for a long time. It was like he was stalking these people, and then he tried to get me to come help him. I said no. It might have gone on from May to May, June, July, something like that.
Okay.
It's like.
Do you ever give names or anything of who he crossed?
I did, but I don't remember.
Right.
I'm really bad with names, and I don't want to know.
No. Yeah.
I heard he said like the big head honcho Samoan surprisingly lived close by me. And I think he said Abe. I don't, but that I haven't met any of these people. Don't know any of them. Don't want to know any of them. Don't want them on my property. Don't want them. Don't.
Did he ever show up? Has Abe ever been on your property? This guy Abe?
I wouldn't know him.
Okay.
I think the only Samoans ever been on my property were when I had the driveway put in.
Okay.
And I don't know. I mean, he's some kind of Pacific Islander, but Noah Construction. He's a concrete guy, and he had a bunch of big boys out there pouring concrete for him. But that was like 11 years ago when I first moved in or something.
Okay.
So I don't know this this gangster thing, and you know, I don't want to be part of it, and I'm not. And I was just telling Austin, this is not what, you know, that I tried to get him to get a job down at this place in Kent called Stem Cell Technologies, and I was driving down to FedEx one day, and I saw the sign.
Yeah.
I said, wow, I didn't know, you know, what's that all about? So I kind of sat there in the parking lot and Googled them, and they're like making stem cells down in Kent. They have little big, huge vats in the back, and
was Austin smart enough to do something like that?
he sort of was. He actually made an application with them. And then, you know, they called back and said, we're putting everything on hold for COVID, but we want to talk to you. And, and he was going to go to work for, apply at Amazon a couple of times.
Right.
But could never quite make it on time or the right day or something.
Something always would come up.
It was, you know.
Give me 1 second. I'll be right back to talk to you. Finish this.
You use the bathroom or anything like that, Mike?
Come on, come on.
You good?
Okay. So, I just talked to some of my forensics people out there at your house. Okay, so no one else was staying there during the quarantine time with you guys, except you, Jessica, Austin. Was Renee there, or is?
Second round.
Okay, so it's just the three of you. I gotta ask you, you ever shoot your gun in your house?
I have occasionally, I hate to admit it, had a misfire
Okay.
sometimes. But,
Can you explain that to me?
I'm asking. It was loaded.
Well, I know, but
We're playing around with it.
the reason I ask is, you know, my forensic people, they're finding stuff, and I mean, and it's like, hey, we found.
Well, you know, that thing's been there for like 50 years too. Every New Year's and 4th of July, stuff comes rolling down through the roof. I've got at least two whole roof holes that are needing repair. But what are your forensic people finding? I mean,
Well, they're in the blue room, and they said there's 2 bullet strikes on the wooden bed frame. So I'm like,
okay.
so can
Yeah.
can you explain
I've
that?
had that. I got that from my friend Tom, and you know, in there for a long time.
For how long?
I don't know how long, but you know.
Okay, who's
So
telling?
I got it used.
You got it.
And it's been around for a long time. So, but I don't know what that has to do with anything.
Well, again, we're looking for any sign. I mean, knowing that's the last place they were seen alive, and trying to figure out which room they were in. You're saying the blue room.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you see where? To me, as an investigator, it's like I got a bed frame here, and there's bullet strikes on the bed frame. Okay. Did you see anything about them in the news about? Okay. So what did you see all about in the news about that?
I've heard something about Alki Beach and washed up in suitcase full of garbage bags or something.
Okay. And did you hear anything about the cause of death or anything? Like, you know, they've been shot or anything like that?
Yeah, I read something about that, yeah.
Okay. So, with that being said, people are like pointing the finger at you. I go out there, I'm getting, hold on.
Pointing the finger at me.
People that know you, that maybe don't like you. Okay? So I'm just...
Who doesn't like me?
Well, again, not everybody likes everybody, okay? There's people that don't like you.
That bitch next door.
Well, I can't, again, I told you, I'm not going to tell you who it is. I can't do that. But at the same time, with that being said, I mean, I have people calling me and say, well, Cooper, you got bullet strikes in this blue room in the bed frame. Okay? And
what does that mean?
Well, I'm asking you, because I'm asking you, do you recall your gun being discharged in that room at any time?
Oh, no. No, I think it's more like the living room.
Okay. Anybody else discharge guns in your house that you're known?
Not to my knowledge. Austin always carried a sawed-off shotgun with him, and Jessica had a pistol in her purse most of the time.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
Okay. And no one, has anybody ever been injured in that room or anything? Because I'm being told there's blood in the room too.
Well, yeah, I mean, Jessica cut her 18 stitches in her thigh when she was mucking around with one of these, what do you call them, pressure washers that you come up with.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Had to, yeah.
How long ago was that?
Oh, God, I don't know. Sometime, I just, they went up to Highline Hospital, she got 18 stitches.
Okay.
Had blood going everywhere.
Okay. So that blood could be hers?
I don't know.
Okay.
And he went through all my first aid kits, what he was doing with them.
Who?
Austin.
Austin.
I mean, hopefully he wasn't shooting up. I would have a real problem with that. He told me he wasn't.
Okay. I also have cadaver dogs out there. You know what a cadaver dog is, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And they're alerting down in the basement and stuff like that
Uh-huh.
to stuff. And there's some stains down there and stuff like that. I'm just telling you what, and that I'm trying to. I'm like, see if you can explain.
Have you been in that basement?
I have not. So is it?
It is a freaking disaster.
Okay. Is there a chance you bled down there? Anybody bled down there?
I'm just where I work and sleep a lot of times, just down there.
Okay.
And what are you talking about, bled or?
Well, cadaver dogs hit on decomposition.
Band-aids or
No.
dead rats or?
Anything that's usually they're trained to hit on human decomposition of a body.
I don't know what that is.
Well, when you die, you start to decompose.
Well, yeah, I mean.
Yeah.
I know.
So I'm asking if there's a reason why these animals.
No dead bodies in my basement. I'm sure of that. Let's put
Okay.
it that way.
Even in the chicken coop or anything like that.
You can go have a look. There is a couple of things I did want to talk to you about, or see if you're aware of. But I am a little concerned. You said I am under arrest.
Technically, you're under arrest. Yeah.
For what?
Investigation of homicide.
What does that mean? I mean.
That means you haven't been charged with a crime.
Okay, I was going to say.
But when it says investigation of, that means that's why you're here. We're investigating it, and that's why I'm questioning you, and that's why I'm asking you about the strikes and the blood stuff and everything like that.
But a couple of things that I think you should, I probably should lawyer up, but I want.
It's your choice.
You need to know some of this, because, I mean, they were my friends. And, I'm really just surprised that, I haven't seen you to now, and I'm really kind of surprised about the dramatic fashion that, you could have just come and knocked on the damn door.
Yes and no. When there's other information that, we believe someone might have been involved based on what people are telling us, you got to put yourself in my shoes, I got to see what.
Just knocked on the door. I mean, excessive drama is what I thought. But anyway, I'm not judging. I'm just.
Thank you. Trust me, I follow protocols and things like that. I had to. That's my feedback, but. I appreciate it.
Sometime I remember it's maybe a month or weeks or something before they bugged out of there. He stumbled across some kind of coin collection of pennies, and what he told me was that he got them out of some old pickup truck somewhere, from a quote unquote Mexican. He was a little bit racist, and he was a lot racist in his thing, but so let's don't take his words to be mine, please. But it was like, you know, like those quarter sets. That
Yeah.
Well, this was a penny set from like the 40s. And we looked them up. You know, I showed them how to use the computer. We looked them up online, and there was one in there that was really valuable, or you know, I mean, like possibly up to $50,000.
Really?
Yeah, just one. It was like a 1906 wheat penny with a San Francisco S.
Were these pennies the type that you find in the wrapper type thing for, you know, to keep it preserved?
Well,
or was it just like a
yeah,
penny?
it was kind of, it wasn't like the really preserved wrappers,
Right.
but it was like, you know, a few years ago, the collect the state quarter kind of
Mhm.
things. It was like a paper kind of thing where you plug them in there and see.
Oh, because I have that quarter thing.
Okay, yeah, you do.
It folds down, it's all fucking metal. Yeah, you're like,
Yeah.
oh my god, I felt like
Yeah,
like
so
a
you
junkie.
know,
It was like,
I
oh.
can't verify, can't vouch for where he came up with this, because, you know, I ain't gonna go there, or how.
Mhm.
But, you know, he showed me this, and, yeah, asked me to look up online, see, you know, what they were.
Mhm.
Most of them were, you know, not that,
Worth a penny?
yeah, well, some of them were, you know, like $5 or $6.
Yeah.
But the I think it was 1906 wheat penny from
Uh-huh.
San Francisco Mint in excellent condition. I saw listed for $50,000, and not so excellent condition, anywhere from down to like $3,600.
Right.
And I don't know what he did with that.
Okay.
Yeah. Probably, you know, I'm not going to speculate,
Right.
but I don't know what he did with it. And then there's one other thing I forgot. Think about it for a second. What was it?
Remember having a conversation with his dad, with Austin's dad?
Yeah, his dad's a nice guy.
Yeah, he's a nice guy.
I wonder how they, you know, have you done DNA tests to make sure they're related?
His dad is a nice guy. You're right. That's a good one.
I mean, they're just like so opposite that, yeah, I just don't, you know, I just scratch my head.
So we talked to him. I mean, when we started doing that. So once we had animal, we started kind of doing like a backtrack history thing on him. And Dad's like, well, I went out to Mike's place off of Ambom.
Yeah, I
like
remember he came by,
yeah,
looking for him.
And he's like, well, he left in a huff, et cetera, et cetera. And he said, as I was leaving, I saw at his garbage dumpster, you know, clothes that I was pretty sure it was my kids' clothes. And I just thought that was really odd. And
Oh, they left garbage. I mean, well, I got a lot of garbage, a lot of clothes. People leave a lot of clothes. I don't understand where they come from or where, but I think his aunt had a lot to do with it. But yeah, they.
Renee?
Yeah,
Okay.
she was kind of a fashionista. And I was just now trying to, you know, get rid of some of the crap in the basement. I don't even know whose it is or where it came from.
Right.
But yeah, they left a ton of crap, clothes, and just shit, and you know, skipped out on the rent. And so,
Or they were paying you rent?
they made kind of an effort to pay rent.
What was their rent? How much were they supposed to pay you?
It wasn't even close to what, you know, what you know, they would come up with like $300-400 maybe, you know, once or twice a month, and throw in food stamps and do some work.
Was there a set amount or
It was $1,500.
$1,500
But I
for
didn't
both
have
of them?
I didn't have my contract, so that's, you know, that's
Yeah.
like a third of, you know, that's the cost.
Yeah, that's right.
You know,
And so it's $1,500 for two, not just one.
it's per room, you know.
Oh, per room.
My mortgage and utilities and all that,
Mhm.
you know, 3 rooms, but, you know, it's kind of high, it comes out to about $1,500. I told them, you know, can't do anything about, you know, the
What's your
COVID.
mortgage there, if you don't mind me asking?
Pain in the ass. It's 5.25%. I'm trying to get that adjusted.
You need to refinance, man.
I've been, it's, yeah.
Because mortgage rates have dropped, right?
Yeah, well, I'm not working right now, except,
Okay.
you know, independently. I've been sick for the last year with this,
What is that?
Yeah, that's the question. I got bit by a spider while I was in Sacramento.
Recluse spider?
I don't know exactly what kind. I don't think it was a recluse, but I'd never in my life had been bit by a spider, but had any idea. But like it started with a welt on my forehead, and it turned into a knot. Then like by the second day, I had like a black necrotic rash across the top of my head.
Did you get bit on the head?
Yep, right there.
Oh.
And then the black rash turned into like red sores, and then like freaking larvae started popping out of my head at work, and then I started getting these worms and flies.
Are you, for real?
For real. This all happened like within the space of a few days or a week or so.
Right.
And I'm in the middle of this big project, probably biggest one and I really wanted to be there. It's good money, and all of a sudden I got freaking insects crawling out of my head.
I'm not laughing at you.
It is kind of funny, except for the worst part was the damn doctors telling me, no, that's not happening. It's like, no, that doesn't happen here. That only happens in third world countries. And
did you bring them in?
I'm like, I got pictures I can show you where I've got freaking bot flies, and I am just totally freaking out on this.
Oh.
And that's why I bailed out of Sacramento and figured.
How long was that?
How long? It's been going on for a year. I've been battling each infection pretty much myself.
Are you? So you're not going to the doctor anymore?
Yeah, no, I've seen Dr. Colvin over at Harborview. He's the head of dermatology. I saw him the other day. And I'm more convinced than ever that the naturopaths, at least in this area, are
idiots.
More knowledge. They're not
the ones up here.
Yeah, so the medical doctors call them the quacks. I think it's the other way around in some of these regards. I'm just appalled that I guess I had faith in the medical system and thought there was a procedure, and it's just been going on for a year, and I ordered medicine from Korea. For the first round,
right?
After like arguing with the doctors, having like a group heated discussion, and and talking to insurance companies, and they wouldn't give me the medicine, and talking to some of my other friends and finding out this is like one of the most common medicines on the planet that you can buy over the counter in every country but the United States. And within 2 days, boom, it was gone. Then I guess I learned that, and I did, like I said, I didn't know this.
Right.
Some spiders can suppress your immune system when they bite
with
you.
Their venom.
Yeah, and that helps their eggs grow inside you.
Whoa.
Which that was the first thing that happened, and then I guess whatever they did to the immune system, whether they're because some things you already had you have in you, but your immune system keeps in check, and then other things I don't even know some of the names of these microbes or whatever, but I've seen them under the microscope and I've seen them falling out into my I mean it's just some of them are coming in opportunistically, some of them are already there, you can check. I don't know how many damn things, but it's been one hell of a year. So my point was that I'm having trouble refinancing right now because I haven't really had income in quite a while and enough savings. And
all the cars on your property, all yours?
Yeah.
You got a lot of cars, dude.
Dude, let me tell you. I went, so airport towing over by the airport, over by us, they have an auction every time their lot gets full. They can hold 90 cars. And I just kind of got on their list and kind of figured out that if someone drove the car into the airport garage, then they usually will drive out. You know, it's usually
Right.
drivable, right? You know,
Yeah.
this is abandoned or whatever for some reason
Yeah.
other than it broke down. So I was down to just my truck running, and they sent me an auction thing, and I just gotten some relief money, and they changed their format from everyone goes and the auctioneer's there and they'll bid everyone up, and then, these the same people go to that all the time. Well, they changed their format because of COVID-19 to an online auction. Didn't particularly do a great job of it. You just they send out some pictures of the cars. You can go look at them up to an hour before the closing, and then you just kind of email them your best price.
And a lot of people do that, do they?
Well, apparently only 4 people did, and I was one of them. And I ended up with like 9 cars.
So
day.
you were thinking, I'm going to throw bids on all these cars.
And maybe I'll get one. I got all of them. And I had to the end of the day, didn't look at it. No, not on the run. I was just going by looking at the pictures. I didn't even have a chance to go down there. And a couple, the Expedition I'm driving today that I know probably's got flat tires or something now after you guys did a little drama on it.
No.
I'm not quite sure what that was all
That
about.
vehicle was brought to our tow lot, so it was,
Okay, good, because all I know is I got bumped from behind, saw a flash, and said, uh-oh.
Yeah, I didn't have anything to do with that.
Okay,
It's
I couldn't, I wouldn't pay attention to that.
those are county guys.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
that's not sales police. But they're official, they're professional.
Yeah, they definitely knew what they're doing.
Yeah.
I mean,
So,
You know,
but that's how they do stuff.
yeah, it was definitely very over dramatic, I thought, but yeah, I got that for like $950,
Oh, that's not too bad.
and yeah, it's
2,000 something?
2002 or 3 or 4 or 5, something like
That's
that.
not too bad.
It's Blue Book somewhere around 7, 8, 9, 10,000.
Hmm.
So even if all the rest of them don't run, I made my money back on that
On
one.
that one alone.
Yeah, if it's still, if I still have it. But,
Yeah.
And that one ran for, had
We're
the
going to
key.
process it and then we'll see what happens with it.
Yeah.
But back to these guys.
Mhm.
So when was the last time you saw these guys alive?
Oh God, I can't. I don't know the exact date. I don't know. I just I haven't been really keeping track. I'd have to try to figure it out.
Mhm.
But it was like maybe a month and a half ago. I'm just guessing.
Okay.
I don't know.
Do you remember? I mean, do you remember police coming to your property ever?
They come all the time, and the bitch next door calls them every time I have a person of color over.
Really?
Yeah. She called them because of the auction cars.
Right.
I had to get them home, get them out of the auction yard by the weekend, so I'm all lined up out there in the yard.
What's your yard?
Yes, well, apparently it's a code violation, and I got till the 17th to get them down to 4 cars and not in the yard, all on concrete, or face a $250 fine.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't either, but that's what the code person said. So I complied, and that busted my ass. I did. I got them all registered and licensed. And, I moved some of them out on the street out front, and she called yesterday on it. Called and complained about them being abandoned vehicles, and I was sitting there because I'm sure she's poisoning my chickens. I think the third one.
How many chickens do you have out there?
I think I got 5 or 6 left.
Mhm.
5. I've had 3 of them die in the last 2 or 3 weeks, which is, that's unusual. First one I thought, well, stuff
Chickens are
happened.
pretty hardy too.
Yeah. So I think she's poisoning them. And yesterday, my favorite one is keeled over. And I'm beside myself. I called 911 just to get a report filed. And the sheriff pulls up and starts walking over, and I go up there with the dead chicken to him, and he looks at me kind of strange. And apparently he'd been called dispatch to go look at the quote-unquote abandoned cars. Which are all, I told him these are all mine, they're legally parked and registered. And he looked at some VIN numbers and wrote some stuff down, checked the light, because they all are, and said, well, they've been moved every 24 hours, and we'll be monitoring them.
Yeah.
And that just kind of ticks me off. I can't do what I want with my own property, or
That
or what really ticks me off is that she busybody. What business she have even looking at what I'm doing?
That's people are like that.
Yeah.
So let me ask you, if you had to guess or surmise what happened to Austin and Jessica, I mean, they're dead. So they met their end by homicidal means for whatever reason. I mean, any idea what happened? I mean, when you heard about this, did any thought go through your head as far as what could happen?
I felt kind of sad, but also, like, that was the gangster lifestyle he was living, and I tried to tell him, that's kind of like, it don't work out well,
Right.
It's not happily ever after.
So you didn't have a beef with them at all?
Always had little beefs with him, always,
Well, I mean, like a beef where
he's my friend. He's my
Okay.
friend.
So, and you were happy with them living there?
Well, I would have been happier if, they hadn't, like, brought stolen cars and did meth all day.
And paid the rent.
And paid rent, So I can't
Little
say.
things.
Yeah, I can't say I'm really, overjoyed, but they were good people. I mean, she'd cook and bring their food stamps in, and, if, we get along great, without the outside world there.
Okay. My phone keeps buzzing. Let me take this and I'll be right back.
Mm-hmm.
You good on water and everything? You want a snack or anything like that?
No, I'm fine.
Okay. What's your cell phone number, buddy? And what's Tom's last name? You have a number for him? The guy that gave you the bed with the bullet
Tom's
holes?
dead. Tom Beecher, he's out at Tahoma National Cemetery right now.
Okay, and how long ago did you get that bed?
Tom died. Oh God, I was. He met Renee. Tom met Renee briefly.
Mm-hmm.
So it was.
And what's his last name?
Beecher, Beecher. He's related to, Uncle Tom's Cabin, the
Yeah.
Harriet Beecher Stowe.
Yeah.
It's like his great aunt or something. He died in that bed. He's out. When did he do that? I can't. I'm not spec. It's been a few years.
Okay. Did you add that bed that long?
Yeah, and I don't think I don't know where he got it, but a lot of the furniture I got from him. I'm not a big designer kind of person, just kind of leftovers. There was two other things I had for you.
Okay.
The one I forgot. Crap, why I forget it? No. Yeah, that's one, and then so what was it? Okay. So you're asking, if we had any fights. Our biggest, most heated argument between Austin and I was, like, what are you gonna do when the quarantine's over?
What he was gonna do?
Yeah.
Okay.
I told him, when I have to start shelling out, you're gonna have to start shelling out.
Right.
And it's not, the amount you're used to. So that was a heated argument we had on that, and he got a little nasty on me. on that one.
Okay.
I actually considered filing a restraining order or something on him.
So would you want him out of there then, or were you trying to get him out?
No, I just, to protect myself.
I mean, if you get a restraining order, he needs to get the fuck out of there.
Well, yeah, that's why I didn't do it. You know, we just calmed down afterwards, you know, just we're just bucking horns. But,
Well, the garage, and you have that room off behind the garage?
Uh-huh.
Who stayed in there?
that's no one, that's my, was my shop, my computer lab for a long time.
Okay.
And then this winter, the chickens kind of took it over.
Oh,
And
okay.
that yeah, so it's kind of like now not suitable for computers, and so it's just
I didn't know if it was a secret room or what, but...
no, I just fence it off so people don't know it's there and put stuff I don't want stolen or. You know,
Oh, okay. So people describe people walking around in there with some old dude with a limp. Who's that?
That's Richie. No, that's Richie Golfany.
Okay.
Old dude. I guess he still thinks he's in high school. He's got bad knees.
Okay.
And he's up for.
What's his last name?
Golfany. Golphenee.
Golph.
Phnee.
Okay. How old is he?
50 something. Yeah,
Okay.
I think.
Does he stay out there regularly, or?
No, he's old Skopurian resident. They live up on I think 10th and I can never get the cross streets right up by Lake Burien.
Okay.
Family's been there since 1962. He's on SSI.
Okay.
But he
Would he be a good character witness for you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have a contact number for him? Would it be in your phone?
In my phone, yeah. Under
Okay.
Richie G.
Is your phone locked or is it unlocked?
Probably locked.
Okay. Locked with a password or code? Or?
His fingerprints. Yeah.
Okay.
Richie's, I'm gonna call him my gardener, maybe,
Mhm.
but not, I don't wanna say he's officially my gardener, that, I don't wanna get any tax situations over that, but he likes chickens, he likes to come out and hang out, and he likes to drink mostly.
Does he go by Richie or is it his official?
Name is Richard, but everyone calls him Richie.
So let me see if I can get a picture of him so I can confirm
Yeah,
it. Okay.
and he limps because he's got bad knees. Going
Okay.
Double knee surgery. I'm gonna forget the other thing I gotta tell you.
I'll be right back. Okay, found an old picture, Mike. Okay, this is driver's license photo of Richie, and that's an old booking photo of Richie.
That doesn't look so much like him. That looks more like him.
This is
Vinny
cleaned
Ball.
up. This is looking rough and being arrested.
Yeah.
But it's Richie Curtis Goffany?
Yeah, his hair is gone.
Yeah. Born in 69. Closer to this one?
Huh?
Closer to this one? Okay. And let me ask you, if I go get your phone, are you willing to unlock it and so I can get the number out of it? For
I'll
this
give
guy?
you the number, but I'm not gonna send to
Okay.
a search on
Okay.
my phone.
What's Richie's number?
I'd have to get out my phone.
Okay. Thank you. So Mike, all right. I mean, so how many ADs have you had up in your house? Accidental discharges with your gun?
I don't know.
Okay. I'm trying to understand why my people are telling me they're finding bullet holes, bullet strikes in the blue room, and they're about to cut a hole in the wall to retrieve a bullet.
I don't think I've had any in the blue room.
Okay.
The ones you had, was it with your SIG?
No, my Beretta,
Your Beretta? Okay.
which I don't have anymore.
I mean, they're finding blood swipes, things like that. They just sprayed luminol in your room or in the blue room. They're probably gonna do your bedroom. You know, if there's any traces of blood or anything, that stuff is gonna pop up, even if you paint over stuff or anything like that.
What does that mean? I mean,
Well, I'm asking you because, look, let me ask you. Have you had the police out on your property investigating shots fired call before?
no,
Never.
no.
Never. Because I did a history check with the King County Police Department, and on the 9th of June, they came to your house because there was neighbors had reported shots being fired inside your house.
I didn't call them, and
Well, of course you're not going to call them because it came from inside your house. But I'm asking, do you remember that?
no,
Okay. Anybody else inside your house that would be firing guns?
no.
Okay. So you don't remember the cops coming there in the evening? You don't remember the cops coming on the 9th of June to your house?
No, never,
Knocking on the door?
never saw or talked to any cops.
Okay. If they came and knocked on the door, would you answer?
Oh, yeah?
Okay. You have a video system in your house? Video security system?
I have a camera, yeah,
Okay. What's the retention period on it?
30 days,
30
I
days?
think, yeah.
Okay. You know, there's a reason we don't, when people start pointing the finger at people that, I mean, Austin and Jessica lived at your place. That was the last place they lived at. They actually told people, if something bad happened to me, you know, this Mike motherfucker did shit to me. I'm just telling you. Well, his mom told me that.
Who?
Austin's mom.
Austin's mom told you what?
What part of, I just said that you don't
Mike
understand.
did shit to them?
Uh-huh. If something
What
ever
does
happened to
Mike
him,
did shit, what does that mean?
you tell me.
I don't know. Have you
They
talked-
said if anything bad ever happened to us, look at Mike.
Why would they even say
I don't know.
that?
That's why I'm asking you. Thought you'd
And
shut
why
that.
would they say that to her? Have you talked to Renee about her sister at all?
Yeah.
What did she have to say about that?
Well, I'm not going to go into what she told me or anything
She
like that.
told me not to talk to her sister because she's bonkers. So, I know I can't help you with that. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
With that, I never. That's just out of character.
Okay. So when we test the blood in those rooms and stuff, they're not going to come back to Jessica or
I don't
Austin.
know. How would I know? I'm not.
Well, it's your
a
house.
Person. They live there.
Yeah.
Why? Yeah, I don't know. You're asking me to speculate, and I can't. And I don't even know what it means. You know.
Okay. I mean, I'm trying to get your side of the story. If something happened to them there and you know something about it, this is probably the time you want to tell us.
I mean, what can I say? I didn't kill them, and I don't know what happened to them, and I'm trying to cooperate with you here, but you know, you're throwing like speculative, he said, she said.
I'm not
stuff at
throwing
me.
speculative stuff. I'm asking you.
I'm
asking you what
there
you-
was one other thing I did want to talk to you about before you started into this, and I didn't get a chance to.
Oh, go ahead.
And this is like, kind of like, I don't even know where to start with this, so you'll have to bear with me a second, okay?
Sure.
So one of my Airbnb guests a while back was named Shelley Morgan, Dr. Barbara Shelley Morgan. She flew in from Switzerland for a job interview with her dogs, and long story short, she didn't get the job, but I helped her out. She became a friend. She ended up in an apartment over by Harborview, between Harborview and the polyclinic on, I say Morgan Street, but that was her name. Anyway, over there. And she started doing Airbnb in her apartment. I didn't see her for a long time. She started doing Airbnb in her apartment. I forget why she got back in touch with me, but there's this other gal in the apartments doing the same thing. Single mom with a 2-year-old Down syndrome kid named Cara Johnston. Now, I had only met Cara once, I think once, when either over there or she asked me if she would leave her cars at my house when she went back east last year or sometime over the winter. It's kind of got weird to me. It's like, apparently she's got this boyfriend, and his name is Tracy Adrian MacDonald with a C. I've never met the guy.
Okay.
I wouldn't know him if I saw him. Cara shows up at my house, like right at the end of the quarantine. I can't remember the date. I don't know. Shows up with a kid out of the blue. I didn't talk to her. I didn't call. I didn't see
Showed
her.
up with a kid?
With her kid.
Okay.
Just showed up at my house. She didn't know anyone here. Just wanted to hang out, and I said, that's okay, that's great, I'm all good with that, you're my friend. Then I started getting calls from, like, numbers I don't know, people calling me, like, motherfucker and shit and hanging out. And so I asked her kind of, and she said, oh, that's Adrian. He does that to everyone. I was like, that's kind of weird.
This is while she's at your house?
Well, this was, no, not while she was at my house. This was like, I don't know, a few days later or something. I was with Gianni down, he was driving, we went to Costco, and he was looking at some industrial pressure wash stuff. And the first call, and I was sitting there talking to the security guy. There's a pot store next door, and he pulls up all in, what do you call it, combat gear or whatever. And yeah, my phone rang, a number I don't know. I answered it, and this guy just like swearing his ass off at me, and then calls me names and hangs up. So that was kind of weird. Happened a couple times from different numbers. Shelley had said that Cara has a abusive relationship or something like that. I didn't think anything of it. But then she said that, yeah, he goes through my phone and he does that to everyone. That's kind of like really like weird, especially the way she's kind of nonchalantly said it. It's like, I would not, that's weird. Then the guy sends me a text, and we get this whole like text conversation where he's like, he's sending me pictures of himself flipping me off in her car, wearing my clothes.
And what's this time frame? When is this occurring?
It's I don't know. Before Austin and them left, and towards the end of the quarantine, I guess. I'm sorry if the dates.
No, that's fine. So what happens with these people?
Well, so anyway, I really wanted to show you this one text thing that the guy sent me where, I'm just kind of like going, do I know you? And he's like, I'm going to fuck you up, motherfucker. And this whole dialogue was like, basically the guy, in my opinion, he's psycho. I mean, psychotic. I mean, like,
so
scary kind of.
What's that have to do with what happened to Austin and Jesse? I'm just asking.
Well, that's what I don't know. I mean, I'm scared of that guy. I mean, the way he came on was like, okay. I mean,
did he know Austin and Jesse?
No. He don't even know me. Why is he sending me this kind of stuff? Because he's,
So are you surmising that this guy might have came to the property one night?
I am concerned. I have that concern because he goes through her phone or went through her phone. She says he goes through my phone and he chases away anyone that's around me.
Was Austin and Jesse around her?
No.
But you were.
Yeah.
So you think maybe this guy came to the property or something? Or?
I don't know. At the end of it, he said, "I know your address," and sent me the address, and said, "I'm really gonna fuck you up."
Well,
And
why would he fuck them up versus you?
I don't know if he did or not. I'm just like, it's just too weird not to mention.
Right.
You know?
Was it directed towards you or Austin?
Towards me.
Towards you.
But Austin never met this person.
I never met him.
Okay.
You know? Yeah, it's just, that upset me. That was kind of weird. I mean, but anyway, that was the other thing I wanted to mention to you.
Okay.
Just throw that out there, just for you to be aware of.
Well, I mean, I've done my research. I know there was something that happened on the night there at your house. And there's people that don't even know you that call that in. Okay? And I just was hoping that you'd be able to put some clarity on it as far as what happened that night.
No, I don't recall. I never talked to or saw any police
Okay. You weren't out of town or anything, were you?
No.
Okay.
No. I mean, I was, I think, quarantined.
Okay, so more than likely you were home?
Yeah, home or close by. I mean, I don't know.
Okay. And it's just you three?
Yeah.
So Mike, when did you find out about Austin and Jessica's death? How did you find out?
I think Richie called me and told me.
Richie?
Yeah, he talked to Renee.
Renee? Did you see it on the news at all?
Well, I saw it in the news after that, yeah.
Okay. Well, begs the question. Why didn't you call the police?
I was waiting for you guys to call me. I figured you'd be right there.
Well, when we didn't call, why didn't you
Why
call
didn't you
us?
call?
Well, it's really nothing to report. I figured, you'd be there.
Well, I thought
isn't that part of your standard procedure?
Yeah,
I'm just kind of sitting there like wondering why, where the hell you guys have been.
But you just sat here for the last
Every time
hour
I-
or so talking about how you're good friends.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you heard what happened to him and how brutal it was. I think Detective Takamoto has a good point. It's like, if they were such good friends and everything like that. Because a lot of people that were good friends that hadn't even talked to either of them for 2 or 3 years reached out to us.
I suppose part of it was, that I thought you guys would be coming right along pretty quick, and
But when we didn't?
I started wondering what the hell is going on.
I mean, there were people that knew them less than you did. I mean, you pretty much roomed with them. They lived with you.
Yeah.
I had a guy.
I figured you'd have been
I had a
there
guy
like the
from
next
Eastern-
day.
I
I
had a
don't know
guy
where the
from-
hell you guys were.
I had a guy from Eastern Washington that hadn't talked to him for 4 years who called us. So
Do you see why we're kind of perplexed?
Well, I was perplexed too. I was expecting you guys, at least on TV, that's what they do. They come along, I had nothing to add to it. So
let me ask you that. Since Austin and Jessica have been gone, have you thrown away all their stuff and gotten rid of everything?
Oh, let me think. There might be some stuff still in the basement, but most of what they left behind was just pure rubbish, garbage.
His mom told me that he had a TV at your place, a Roku TV or something like that.
That was mine. It's still there. It wasn't his.
Oh, I apologize. He made claim on it.
Yeah.
And apparently, if his mom said
all of the rooms are equipped with Roku TVs.
Okay. So because his mom was like, I know if you turn on the TV, it says
not his. That was mine.
Okay. Just asking.
Yeah, I'm
I mean,
sorry, I'm
did
sorry.
he put his name on the
No.
screen or anything like that?
Oh, well, I don't know if you can. No, I haven't seen anything like that. I haven't got the receipts, you know.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I bought them for the B&B.
Okay.
Roku's pretty cool. You just need Wi-Fi.
I've never had it. It's just
different.
I go with cable.
Yeah.
It's simple. Is that dish
No.
or it's a totally different wiring system? I take
Oh,
it or
yeah,
something?
yeah.
Just
Is it
need
pretty good?
Wi-Fi, you said.
Yeah, it's just Wi-Fi on the Roku. That's really.
Does it have regular news, everything, or just movies?
There's some issue with licensing because like it has regular news, but not like Como 4 and those guys. They got like other they got CBS. You can stream CBS and but they've got a lot of stuff out there. I mean, there's no shortage of programming.
Okay.
But no, that was not his.
So you don't.
And he told that to his mother, same
Yeah.
mother that told you that.
That he said this. That
So, well, there you go. I don't know.
So your only other guess that one guy that you're talking about might have came back and did something to him?
Well, no, I didn't finish that. I'm so scatterbrained. So this girl Cara is over. She comes over that one day and brings her little kid. And, the kid's been in an apartment for a couple months, and it's really small. And so yeah, he's having a good time, and I like him and whatnot. So she comes over she comes over a couple times. I forget, it was sunny weather, decent weather. And then I don't know what triggered it, but she was talking about something. She just got hysterical. And I mean, like, you know what I mean by hysterical? Yeah. Like talking, babbling,
right.
Not making sense. And I'm not really used to dealing with that so much, but I just kind of, okay. And then she just stopped, looked at me and said, like, we're sitting here talking, Shelley's dead. And I'm going, whoa. Then she went back to her babbling. And that was another thing that got me concerned. Now, Shelley and I were not on good terms when she parted. But the way she said that scared the shit out of me. I mean, just going on babbling and stopping, just talking, right? And then, so I tried to get in touch with Shelley. I'm in a situation where I don't want to be a stalker and accused of that because there's a double standard and all that. But I was concerned that, what Cara had said. And that's not the same as like, Austin and Jessica where, it's all in the newspaper and everything like this, and
And who's this boy? What's this boyfriend's name again, or ex-boyfriend?
Cars?
Yeah, this guy that was texting you and shit like that.
I looked it up. She calls me Adrian, but it's Tracy Adrian McDonald.
Okay.
I did.
White guy, black guy.
White guy.
Okay.
Yeah, just I don't know. But when she said that was the key thing, I mean, that was just so weird the way she did that. And then going on like, and she's never mentioned it again. Like she was trying to tell me something, but then, but not. So I don't know how to, but I felt more, I tried to call, I actually tried to report that to your SPD. And kind of got nowhere with it. They wouldn't pick up missing persons because I'm not related. And so I ended up, I called her family in Kansas, and they don't give a hoot, no one even called me back.
So how is this linked to Austin, Jessica? I'm just curious. I mean,
well,
it's a kind of good story.
Okay, the three things that come into her is she said that Shelley's dead.
Right.
I mean, just the way she said it.
Right.
Just like, scared the living crap out of me. The text I got from the guy was like, what the, where's this coming from? And what else? And no one could find Shelley.
Okay.
And so,
So do you think we should look into this guy then?
yeah, I would appreciate it, just to make, for my own safety. I'm not trying to, steer a red herring or anything, but,
Right.
and you're the professional, it's not me, so I'm not trying to tell you how to do your job.
I appreciate that.
I'm just telling you what really, you asked why I didn't reach out. Well, this scared me more than, I felt there's more to contribute there than with Austin and him, because, basically, there were so many people he'd burned that, just take a number and get in line. I mean.
Were you in that line?
No, not particularly. I mean,
Okay.
I don't deal drugs, and I, don't carry lots of cash, and, all I do is rent rooms and work on computers.
Okay.
So Mike, accidental shootings you had in the house were with a Beretta?
Yeah,
What kind?
PX4.
Oh, it's a 9mm?
Where's that gun?
Funny you would ask that, so, I don't know, disappeared.
Okay.
PX4?
Yeah, it's a little, small, for concealed. It has the, rotating barrel on it to, for the lower, what do you call it, kickback on it.
The recoil?
And my CSI people were saying they're finding drug paraphernalia out there. Do you recreationally use crack or weed or anything like that? Yes or no?
I have, I
Okay.
do, not.
I'm asking because that way that explains why it's there. That's
Yeah.
And all the questions I'm asking you is for to get clarity from you.
Yeah, no, I'm straightforward with it.
Okay.
Let's say I'm 60 some odd years old,
Mm-hmm.
There's probably not much I haven't seen or done out there. So, yeah, and there's, so yeah.
Okay.
Not
And
denying.
down in the basement, there's a door that goes all the way around in the crawl space and then comes back around. You know what I'm talking
You mean
about?
the access door to the
Yeah.
crawl space? Yeah.
So has someone dug some of that out? Or?
No, that's the way they built it.
Okay.
Yeah, and then all the communication cables and stuff go under there.
Okay. Sit tight. I'm going to get you out of here real soon. Hey, Larry. Put your shoes on. Getting out of here.
Oh.
Court documents indicate that Jessica and Austin got into a dispute with Michael over unpaid rent. This appears to be the reason he murdered the couple. Dudley was found guilty of 2 counts of second-degree murder in April 2023. He was sentenced to 46 years in prison. He is currently serving his time at the Washington State Penitentiary and will not be eligible for parole until the age of 104. To this day, Austin Wenner's head remains missing.